YouTube. What is going on, everybody? Today, as we see, since where I'm at, we got legs. And yes, I already have my knee sleeves on 'cause I'm an old man and I got bad knees. But you know what the business is. Leg days are, since I really only train them once a week, I am going to start switching up my workout split. I'm going to switch it from a push pull legs, one rest to push pull legs active rest day. So I'd come in here do light cardio and then upper body, which would be just straight everything: chest, shoulders, triceps, biceps, forearms, and back. And then, of course, lower body, meaning legs, quads, hamstrings, calves, whatever it may be. Maybe even some mobility work, some hips, ankles, all that. So we are going to be incorporating a few things. And usually I would end up doing the heel elevated split squats. But what I didn't record a video for it, but a while ago I did 405 for 4. So now that I'm rested, recuperated and everything like that, I want to try to get a little more. Want to see about going 405 for about 6. So what I'm doing is what's called progressive overload. What that means is I start at a weight. Obviously, this one will be 135. I'm gonna do a warm up weight. The warm up weight, obviously, and then the working sets would be 225, 315, then 355, 365. I'm sorry, and then after that, my top set, which would be again the 405. And progressive overload is where you would go either 60% or 100% of your max. A lot of the times it's 60. For me, as I just said, 405 for 4 is what my max was. You try to get anywhere from 6 to 8 reps of that top set that you implicit on yourself. And once you have that set, you would end up doing that progress. You would end up doing, again, every single time you would train that muscle movement, that muscle group. So again, for squats, it'd be legs, quads specifically. You would do 405, which would be my top set, as I keep bringing up, constantly. Every single time you would do it until you can get more than 6 to 8 reps, which would lead into 10 to 12 reps. Once you get over that, you'd up the weight. So 405, we'd end up going to about 450, 455, which would be just adding a quarter on there, quarter being 25. You'd do that until you go 6 to 8. If you could get 6 to 8 on that, then you would do progressive overload. And that's pretty much the premise of it. You would start off at one weight, do 6 to 8 reps until that would be like your max. And then after that, you would keep doing that weight until you can get 10 to 12 reps on said weight. So we're going to do progressive overload for 405, since before I was able to squat a little more than that. So for now, we got start off weight, which is just simple 135. And I'm going to be explaining to how to squat for some people, because a lot of the times people don't understand how to properly squat, which is something that everyone should learn. But when you squat, you want to be either at shoulder width or just outside of shoulder width. And so your toes can either be pointing outward or inward, not like super inward, but just straight ahead. Personally, I like outward because to me, I'm a bigger man. So, and when you squat, you want to brace your abs. You want to look up and keep your head up. And when you squat, you want to make sure your butt touches the ground, or as some football coaches would say, ass to grass. So, get some 12 in. Lost my balance there. Okay. That's how you perform a squat. And of course, as I said, it's progressive overload, so we're going to be working up. Moving up in weight, you want to keep the same fundamentals in mind. When you squat, you want to tighten your core, brace your abs, control your breathing. So when you get ready to squat, you breathe in, hold it when you're getting ready to squat and go down. When you go down, you let it out, squat back up. Simple as that. Or you let it out once you're at the top of the set. So we got 225 on the bar. Same rules apply. Feet positioned properly. Abs braced and making sure you're getting put good range of motion and full form. Good range of motion, full form. You know what I mean. Let's get 10. And in case you're wondering, the reason I grab wider, it's just comfort to me. It all depends on the person, on how you want to grab the bar. So, not necessarily a form thing. Now we got 3 plates on the bar, which is equal to 315. So, same rules apply. I'm going to keep saying it because, again, it is very important you have proper form when lifting heavy. Because if you don't, it could lead to injury in any part of your body. For example, I seen this video. This guy was squatting, if I remember, it was 545, which is roughly 6 plates. If the math is correct in my head. So he goes for the squat. He stands it up, unracks it easy. Looks like he's about to get it. He has the bar low, so he has his back. Let me show you right here on the bar. He has his back or the bar about right here, mid shoulder blade. So he gets up off the rack. He goes down for the squat. He goes down perfectly fine. But on the way up, he ends up snapping his wrist right here, midway through his wrist. Horrible. Plates fall down. He ends up, the spotters catch it, thankfully, since he has 2 spotters on each side of here, plus the spotter behind him. It was horrible. If you don't want to look at the video, obviously don't look at it. But it is a really bad clip of what could be good form. But again, having the bar so low on your back, that's a very dangerous thing to do. That's why if you look, I keep mine on my traps / shoulder area. So let's go ahead and get these 3 plates in for 8. Because once we're done with these 8, we're going to go up to 405, try to get it for 6. That's my goal right now. 6 for 405. Because last time, like I said, I don't have it on video for YouTube. But I did, No, I didn't record the set. But I do have eyewitnesses that said that I did, obviously, good depth and everything. I do want to get that right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, again, work my way up to it. So right now, let's get 315 for 8, if possible. I'm sure we can. So 315 is usually my top set if I'm only doing 3 sets. But since I'm doing 4, we're doing 4. One more. Whew. Like I said, proper form is key to heavy squats. For those of you who noticed them right away, I have my wrist wraps, sorry. So the reason I have these is because I'm gonna do squat form for powerlifting. Because granted, it is heavyweight, and I used to be a powerlifter, if it wasn't obvious. And so I'm thinking, since I did 405 for 4 last time with powerlifting form, everything, I'm gonna end up doing the same thing right now to get my 4 to 6, which is what I'm going for. I'm hoping for 6, and I'm sure I can get it. So I'm gonna make sure belt is on tight. We're gonna have our wrist wraps on, and we're gonna grab not low bar. We're gonna have it still on the same spot, our upper trap / shoulder area, but we're gonna hold it from here. If y'all can see it, hopefully, I'm sure y'all can. Instead of here, or instead, we're gonna grab here closer to our shoulders instead of out here. Why? Because it adds us a little bit of support when we're squatting. We have it right here. We're able to hold the bar properly on our back. Whereas if I have it out here, it's just sitting back there. I'm more focused on my legs. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these on, and we're gonna get 6. I know we are. Why? Because I said so. I'm gonna show y'all that I'm not bullshitting when I say I can push heavy weight. Or, in my mind, if y'all want us to think about it how I be thinking about lifting, I'm gonna show myself why I'm a soldier of God, soldier to myself, and a warrior of my last name. So grab it almost like if we're gonna press it. Mentally prepare, obviously. Oh. Brace ourselves when we get under the bar. Oh. Let's get 6. I'm gonna shut up. We're only getting 4. 3. Failed it. Failed what I was trying to get to. It's fine. Like I said, it's progressive overload. We're gonna work our way to there. We're not gonna just get it right away. Mentally, I didn't get it yet. Physically, I didn't get it yet. But I will. Nothing is impossible. Keep that in mind. Nothing is impossible. Let's move to the next workout. All right. Now, we got hack squats with sissy form, like I've been doing. It's my favorite workout to do, either on the hack or the pendulum. Same thing, feet together, knees are gonna drive forward, back is gonna come off the padding. And I'm using it barefoot because using your feet, if you have your feet wide, it makes you have balance and it gives you a little bit of boost of strength. Whereas if you have your shoes, usually shoes are narrowed instead of wide toe boxed. So it ends up messing up your form and your balance. So we're gonna do exactly right here. Come on, two more. Yeah. One more. Whew. I like that money. Probably gonna put my shoes back on though, because there's no padding on that board. Same rules apply. Same weight. Pardon me. Same weight, same rules. Feet together. Narrow stance. Driving our knees forward. Squatting all the way down to where our butt touches our knees or our shins, ankles, whatever you want to call them. So, say 2 more sets of this, same weight, keeping it at 315. Or technically it's not 315. It's 135 on this side, 135 on this side, plus whatever the pin weighs. So let's get it. I would use the pendulum, but we're already right here. Come on, go see that man. Come on. Oh, come on. 2 more. One more. Come on. Yeah, one more set just like that. And we should be good on here. All right. For this one, we're going to be taking off the jacket. So, it is a long sleeve, but nonetheless, still getting work, regardless. We're going to go ahead and flip. No, we'll put the hat like this. Hate that I can't find my army hat. It's probably in my truck somewhere. But after this, I'm thinking some leg extensions and some leg curls. And then since we already done a lot of quad activated movements, such as the squat, this one, and the leg extensions, for the hamstrings, I'm thinking we're going to do leg curls and then single leg curls. Not on the seat. It's another machine that they have here that I really like. There's one outside because there's the outside section. There's one outside and then there's one in here. Probably going to do one of each. No, not once, one of each. 2 sets of each. And then after that, some calves. Then maybe some abs. Some abs, simple. 4 sets, cable stack crunches. Usually targets it pretty well. So I think I did it in a video previously as of late. So we're going to go ahead and try that. But for now, let's get this in. Get our feet up a little bit. Oh. Hold on. Come on. Oh, that's 4. Come on. Give me 6. Come on. That's nothing. Come on. I could get 8. Come on. One more. That last one. Oh, that one got it out of me. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Now, as I said, leg extensions. Y'all like the back of my shirt? Okay. For leg extensions, since again, my legs are really quad dominant, I'm thinking not a full stack, but say about 205 would be a good weight to rep out for a solid few reps. Nothing crazy, but regardless, still, as I said before, still getting work. And to target the quads a lot more than just the standard upright right here leg extension, the way I've seen in a video by, and I keep bringing him up because I really like the way he explains things, is Jeff Nippard. He's a science-based lifter, as I've mentioned multiple times. The way he explained it is you can lean back. It's almost like a sissy squat, exactly like we were doing over there. Our legs are going to be outward more like this, and when we curl, they're going to come up a lot more than what they usually would. So we're going to have same thing, 205, have it underneath, and notice I'm already leaned back. I just adjusted the chair. Still hold on to the bottom, tighten your core, because obviously it's still leg movements, you got to drive. But simple, as easy goes it. Yeah, come on. See what I mean? Granted, I still get high range, full range of motion, high reps, but it's a very gruesome way to do leg extensions. Okay, I'm gonna go get some water, so I'm gonna cut this video real quick. All right, I'm back. Again, same thing. I might up the weight, but nothing crazy. Not like a whole stack or a whole pin, I should say. Because like I said, right now it's at 205. The next pin is 220. So I'm not gonna go that crazy. But I am gonna add these 210s, making it total of 215. I don't know why it took me so long to think about that. 215. I want to get 12. That's the goal, obviously. If I can get more, I can get more. If I can't, I can't. But same rules apply. Gonna be quad extended. So our legs are gonna be outward. Our back is gonna be angled off of the bench. Maybe we'll put my hand back here and everything. Still holding on to the handles. I'm getting full range of motion all the way up, all the way back down, controlling the weight. So, come on. Yeah. Yes. That's 12. Like I said, on the hack squat, that one took it out of me. Let's move on to hamstrings. All right. Sorry about that. A little bit of silence whenever I was getting it set up. But same thing from here. Granted, oh, I don't like how they have this too. We don't have to be leaned back, considering this is now hamstrings instead of quads. But the way to get an activation, I saw this from another bodybuilder slash doctor, I guess, since he is a doctor. He has a PhD and everything. Dr. Mike, I forgot his last name, something with the I. He says when you're doing leg curls, you want to have your back straight. Obviously, you can hold on to here, however you feel comfortable. That's why the handles are right here, to push yourself to bring them down. So, personally, I mix the way Dr. Mike does it and the way Sam Sulek does it. If you haven't seen how Sam Sulek does his leg curls, once he goes to failure, or what he thinks is failure right here, he leans forward and squeezes the little movements that he has left. Sorry, that kind of looked like a little bit of a fruity one way to explain it, of demonstrating, but that is how he does it. So for here, I posted on a video on my Instagram. I don't know if people follow it, but it's the same as it is here. Big Man Lifts, but it's big.man.lifts. That's my Instagram. I'll try to see if I can put it on the YouTube channel. I'm still working out how to do some of the things for the bio. But the way it plays out is, of course, have your feet on the curl pad. Legs are going to be pinned. Okay. Like that. When you curl, going straight down. I don't like how this seat is. Right there. So again, like I said, held onto here. However, I like holding onto here sometimes here. It depends on how I'm feeling. But again, straight down. Come on. 2 sets of failure. Always a good way to work it. I'm not going to stop it. Just going to go straight into the next one after a few seconds rest. So, when working out, people tend to leave a few reps in reserve. Reserve being, you're like, okay, I've done about 12. I know I can do more, but I'll leave it. That's not how the case is. Studies have shown, of course, by multiple different places, multiple different doctors have confirmed it. And of course, Jeff Nippert, obviously, since I follow him a lot, they've all said those last few reps, even if it's just 3, those last few reps that you get of just squeezing and moving the movement, whatever it may be, down or up, those are the ones that get the most activation. Why? Because you got to look at it like this. Your muscle is already moving. Let's say, for example, on a lat pull down, you're pulling it down, or better example, we're not doing back right now, so why would I bring it back? Better example, legs on this one. Those last few that you're like, oh, my legs are shaking, I can't bring it down. That's why you use assisted squeezing reps. If you look at it, the way my video is, those first few, let's say about first 12, those first 12 reps, full range of motion, all the way up, all the way down, squeezing at the bottom, each rep. Those last few 3, 4, maybe even 5 reps of just straight squeezing and slightly curling, they're called half reps. Those half reps are what build more of the muscle. Doesn't have to be full range of motion. Your leg is still going to get that tight squeeze where it needs to be. So at the end of the day, the person who does those little few, even if they're just partials, is going to get a lot more progress than the person who's not. Does that make sense? So In the end, you really want to push yourself when you're working out. Because if not, you're not doing it right. All right. Let's get this next set. Then we're going to do some leg curls. Well, not leg curls. Leg curls. But a different way. Standing leg curls. And then I'm probably not going to do calves today. Not because I want to skip them. Don't get me wrong. But today wasn't necessarily a heavy leg day. It was more so, obviously, I looked like I struggled a lot of them. But that was because, obviously, I'm pushing myself. I'm going to say Saturday night, which is about 2 days from now, is another leg day. I'm thinking that day I would end up doing calves, like intense calves, talking seated, standing, and the mule calves, which is right here. Those are really good. But enough about that. Obviously, I said I'm gonna do abs too, so I'm gonna do abs. But let's get this going. That was a good set. Oh, fuck. Okay. Let's move on to the next hamstring workout. Okay. Like I said, this one, I like it because you can target whichever side is less dominant. So for me, I'm not sure which one is less dominant as far as hamstrings go, but it is a very great workout. You have one leg rested on a pad. Your elbows are going to be rested right here. These are the grips. And when you curl, you're just bringing it straight up. I don't even know what the weight it is. I think it's about 100 pounds. Let's lower the weight a little bit. It feels good. I could definitely do more of it, but I want to get a really nice squeeze. So I'm going to go, instead of 100, I'll go 70 pounds. Because I feel like that little bit of a weight drop is going to make that much of a difference. So, same rules. Just bringing it straight up. Ooh, I like those squeezing sets. Okay. Now onto my other leg. I think we're only gonna do one set of this because I did those 2 sets of failure. Those killed my hamstrings. I can feel the pump, and I didn't even take any pre. So let's get. Okay. Let's go to the abs, and then we'll be done. All right. Now, as I mentioned, we got abs. So the way to do cable crunches, I like using the rope. It makes it a little easier. You can also use the Easy Bar attachment, which thinking about it, I might use that one instead. If I can find it. I don't see it anywhere. Fuck it, we'll just use this one. The rope. So, you want to go heavy on this. Because like I said, we're doing 4 sets. Because it's such a good workout to do. To really get the squeeze on your abs. So, let's go ahead and get it going. Right now it's at 57.5 weight wise. Straight on the gym floor. Gonna have it right here, resting on your head or on your neck, however you want to do it. And the premise, you're right here. And it's just like this is like a curl, laying on your back. But I'm doing it. Ooh. Yeah, now I'm gonna use the full stack. I'm gonna have to use the full stack, which is 97.5 pounds. So, right here, and just squeeze. Adjust my hands. I feel like the Easy Bar one would be a lot easier to do on here. But we got the rope. Yeah. Oh, that's set 1. Getting those squeezing sets is always a really good one to do. A workout. Rest a second. And then get back right into it. Might do another set. There's one over here that I like doing for the obliques. This part. I gotta work on that more since I have love handles. So we'll do 3 more sets of this till failure. And we'll be good. Hey, come on. Come on. That's set number 2. Come on. 3rd set. Come on. Oh. One more set. One more set. And we'll go on to the next workout. And then we'll be done. So the next one. Oh, shit. Excuse me. The next one, we're going to do dragon flags. Maybe weighted. Because I do have those cuffs. Echo Vision ones. Sponsor me. I do have those cuffs, but doing dragon flags alone, such an incredibly hard workout. Because you're having to bring your legs, back, and abs all up in one motion. Henceforth why it's called a dragon flag. It's hard. So, let's get this next workout. Or this next set, I'm sorry. I'm so glad I had the full stack on there. So let's just move on to the next workout. Okay. Let's go ahead and get in this pump check. It's mostly leg dominant, of course. Again, no pre. I had to start off with that one. Simple poses, but pump is indeed there. Okay. I'll meet you on the car. I got some recovery to do.